Welcome to the Bosch Virtual Driving Center. Here we use computer simulations of a wide range of driving situations to continually advance automotive technology. Today we'll show you what Bosch is doing to get the most torque out of gasoline direct injection engines. An exhaust gas turbocharger helps to improve engine performance and increase torque. The exhaust flow determines its degree of effectiveness. Let's take a look at the practical application in a driving simulation on board a car with exhaust gas turbocharging. A typical situation. You're on the freeway moving towards a large truck ahead. Because the left-hand passing lane is blocked, you take your foot off the gas and let your car coast. Then, when the passing lane is clear, you accelerate and feel the turbo lag. In driving situations such as this, the engine produces only a weak exhaust flow. Driven by a turbo in the exhaust tract, the turbocharger can produce only minimal boost in the intake tract, resulting in a weaker cylinder charge. When you then need to accelerate strongly, the turbocharger takes some time to spin up to its full performance level. And only then, based on the higher charge air pressure, is a noticeable increase in torque possible. This delayed response is known as turbo lag. Let's take a look right into the interior of a cylinder to see what causes the weak flow at low engine speeds. Before the turbocharger has reached its full performance level, only minimal air pressure is present in the induction tract. Also, during the induction phase, when fresh air enters the combustion chamber, some hot exhaust gas from the last combustion still remains. The engine receives too little air to attain the highest torque performance. Thanks to DI Motronic from Bosch, the whole process can be greatly improved. At Bosch, we've developed a solution especially for low torque situations to push more fresh air into the cylinder. It's called scavenging. This procedure uses the synergies between direct gasoline injection with DI Motronic, turbocharging, and variable valve control. DI Motronic regulates timing of gasoline intake and exhaust valve functions and controls the turbocharger with its wastegate or bypass valve. In the low torque range, scavenging does the following. Camshaft timing control causes the intake and exhaust valves to remain open for a moment simultaneously. The processes of exhaust discharge and fresh air intake overlap. The pressure in the exhaust tract is lower than in the intake tract, causing a draft. Cold incoming fresh air flows into the cylinder, rinsing out most of the remaining hot exhaust gas. This not only results in better engine cooling, but also allows for a higher level of fresh air charge in the cylinder. This rinsing procedure is made possible by DI Motronic, which by employing direct injection only after closure of the exhaust valve, prevents fuel from spilling into the exhaust tract. The modified intake and exhaust valve timing results in the intake valve closing earlier in the intake stroke, preventing a reverse flow of the fresh air already inducted. Thus, more fresh air remains available for mixture formation in the cylinder. The increased cylinder charge improves 1. The spontaneous engine torque, and 2. Leads to a stronger exhaust flow and in turn higher turbo RPM. This increases the charge air pressure to levels similar to those previously reached only with higher engine torque. Thus, a further benefit to charge and torque performance is created. The combined effect of these functions, in comparison with a turbocharged poor fuel-injected engine, is a significantly more dynamic torque buildup and a 50% higher stationary torque at lower engine speed. The effect of scavenging can be clearly felt. The sporty engine response gives you the powerful feeling of a much larger displacement engine. The benefits of DI Motronic Scavenging technology: reduced fuel consumption in the low torque range, which results in lower CO2 output, a sporty engine response, and thus unhurried, relaxed driving.
Bosch. Invented for life.